And it started.
What is up, y'all? Welcome. I just started blasting. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Unconventional Connections, where we make unconventional connections. This week, I am your host, and for once, guys, it's not a horror themed topic.
Hold on. Before you say anything, what is the theme?
So the topic is music. It's music. Now, there might be. I could bring up some horror stuff in it.
I can guarantee you that the music he's gonna call out on is gonna be horror themed.
It's gonna be music from horror movies.
Leave it in the comments if I'm right.
Horror themed movies. The Halloween theme song.
Just skip to like 10 or so minutes into it, and I'm probably already talking about something horror related.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even gotta. I can't even make any. I can't even make any of this up. I already know. I know my people, dude. I know it.
Foreshadow right here.
Exactly.
Just the subtle foreshadowing. It's just me somewhere in the future saying the word horror.
It's like Jack. What was his name? Jack Carpenter when he created the theme for the Halloween.
Oh, Jack Carpenter. I mean, I could. So oh man. But yeah, I mean, I think Isidro even we hung out like recently, and I think Isidro was even like, "Oh, what is your topic gonna be?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's right." And he was even like, "Why don't you just do like music or something?" It's like, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Best idea you could come up with.
Hey, to be fair, we were at the Dave and Buster's, so it wasn't like we were exactly the best place to be like, oh yeah, let's think of topics right now.
Yeah, let's just contemplate. Also, guys, it's not chicken tendies, but I got Dino Nuggets. We're keeping with the brand.
They are vegan.
No. These are regular.
No, you said give me the regular, homie.
They're extra vegan today.
Giving me that. Don't be giving me that nasty stuff.
Are you stuck?
Becker, my name is what he said.
Oh no. Is Isidro's cat stuck?
No.
Oh no.
He's fine. He was trying to reach for his cat tree, but he wasn't sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So, music, guys.
So music.
First of all, like, are you guys big music people? Because I know there's some people who just don't listen to music at all. Like, they just don't listen to music. They don't take the time to listen to music. They don't like listening to music. You know?
I listen to music. I'm not like very picky about the music I choose, but I do listen to it. When I was basically an Uber driver for a while, I just put the radio on and I just didn't care what was playing. I'm not particular about the music. It's only like one type of music I don't really listen to, and that's rap. Not because I have anything against it. It's just I don't understand it because it just goes too fast for me, for my non-English native English speaking brain.
Gotcha. Okay. Beto, what about you?
What was the question? Oh, what type of music?
Like, are you a big music person? Like, do you listen to music a lot, or is it kind of like?
Yes. So I do listen to music, because it helps drown out a lot of the voices in my head, and it just helps me focus sometimes. Although I've had it where I'm like, shut up, and I turn it off, and then I just have to like read what I just read like 5 times, and then I'm like, oh, got it. Press play again, and I'll continue reading, do what I gotta do with whatever said information, and then it's like, huh? Shut up again, and then I gotta like read it in silence. You know what I mean? So like, yeah. So when I drive, like it depends on my mood. Like when I'm driving and I'm just in a good mood, I'll listen to music, I'll sing along or whatever. But there's some days where it's just like I'm so tired. Like I'll leave the warehouse, and I won't listen to anything. I'll just be listening to my car, and I have to listen to my car now more because an oopsie happened. The bottom part of my car, like the shield, that like the plastic and aluminum shield in the bottom of my car fell out. Well, we had Isidro and I had to rip out a part of it because it was just dragging and it was causing damage to my car.
Shit.
Yeah.
So my tax refund, which I did today, mind you. So I'm waiting for that for about 2-3 weeks. The majority of it is gonna go to fixing my car. I wanted to pay off my credit cards because it's like that way, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I'm debating because I owe $800 to one of my friends, for buying me wheels because I really really needed new wheels. But I'm thinking the other part of it, I'm just gonna use it to fix my car. Just look for an auto shop and be like, hey, I need this, this, and this, and that's it. Because my car's fine. Like my car, interior and exterior, like it's fine. It's just that the bumper, because I hit a coyote, that bastard. I hit a coyote and it completely ruined my bumper. So I have to like fix that. And because it ruined my bumper, it screwed everything else inside. So I gotta make sure that there's no torn wires or gaskets or anything.
Yeah.
So when it comes to music, some days I hear a little noise and I'm like, oh, please don't be an engine, don't be that. So I'll turn off, I'll pause the music, and then it's like, okay, I press play on the music and then I listen and it's a freaking sound inside of the fucking song, and I think it's the car and I'm like, ah. So some days it's just better to be in silence, but I can't listen to music while people are having conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if I was to do Twitch streaming, I wouldn't be able to play music in one ear, because I'll be jamming out, and then if like chat is messaging me or whatever, I won't notice. I'll ignore the hell out of them. Or let's say like the three of us are playing a game together and blah blah blah. Like right now that I'm playing Minecraft, I can't have music in the background because I need to be listening to you. You know what I mean?
So you're not able to multitask?
No, I can. It's just the multitasking part really.
It caps that out too.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, this motherfucker has a succulent. I want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. This priorities right now.
Yeah. So when I have a playlist that because I'm still in school. I'm the only one that's still in school out of all the three of us for my master's program, and I have a playlist that I created using my psychology degree. You know, I put my psychology degree to good use, and I create a playlist for myself that when I put this playlist on, it's work mode. I literally hardwires my brain.
Did you really have to throw all that in there like that?
Yeah, so it backs up my playlist that it's not just a bunch of random anime songs that I just listen to when I do work. It has to have some. That's some meaning to why they're there for a reason.
Gotcha. So you're not like a big like shuffle.
Yeah, no.
Person.
Oh, I am.
I hate shuffle.
I am too.
I can't blame you for saying, oh, I can't have shuffle. I have to know what the next song is, and I'll tell you why. When I used to have a CD player, you know, I would leave it on my desk, and I would let my CD play or whatever. I would know which song's coming up next because I would burn my own CDs or whatever, right? When I got my ¿cómo se llama? My iPod, I didn't know shuffle was a thing, right? It's not until very recently that I'm like, okay, well, I've matured as a person and my music taste has matured over time. So I'm like, let's just play shuffle and whatever comes on, and that's gonna be my mood. So I love it when I'm at work. I shouldn't be listening to my music at work, but it doesn't matter to me. I really don't care. Jeff Bezos makes like $8 million per hour, and I only make 23, so it doesn't really matter to me. I don't think it's that big of a fucking deal, assholes, but whatever. So I'll put on shuffle, and a sad ass song will play on, and I'm like, I'm sad now. And for like 2-3 minutes, I'm sad, and then the next song is like a happy-go-lucky song, and I'm like, I'm happy now, and I move or whatever. So the other day, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to listen to sad ass music because I'm gonna be sad, you know. So let's put on an album. I put on an album of one of my favorite bands, and it has a few slow, sad songs, and I'm like, oh, you know, like I'll be listening to like Ghost, for example, right? And like Mariana Cross is not sad, but it's like slow, you know. There's a few other ones that are kind of slow, but the other ones are pretty upbeat and like they're very like you know, uplifting or whatever. So I'll listen to that. So yeah, I guess you could say I am really big on music. I mean, I wish I could play. I wish I could do a few things about music. One is sing. I wish I could sing. I'm really passionate about
Mm-hmm.
music sometimes when it comes to certain songs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could play an instrument, any instrument at this point, and then I wish I had
Mm-hmm.
rhythm because I have like
Mm-hmm.
no rhythm whatsoever. I don't know how to dance. Like I just know how to like move. I just know how to move. Like I just move and I act stupid, but I don't do it on beat. You know what I mean? Or
Mm-hmm.
I'll do those stupid ass old dance moves from back in the day. You know, like the nene or whatever, or like the whip or whatever. And I'll just do it just because it's funny, not because exactly. Like I'll be minding my business and then I'll be like hard as shit. Like I'll stomp like hard as fuck too, just because I can. You know? And like I do it because it's funny, not because I do it because it's funny, not because fuck my hair. Ow, fuck. Ah, bitch. Anyways, this shit fucked me up, G. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm still hold on. So anyways, so yeah, yeah, I think I answered your question. I think that's enough.
I feel you on that. Like, especially like yeah, I wish I knew how to play an instrument. I got a guitar once, and then like I never learned how to play.
Wait, so do you guys know how to play any instrument?
No,
I don't.
not really. I know Guitar Hero. I used to be good at Guitar Hero.
I mean,
Actually, no.
you know what?
Uh-huh.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I never got to expert like level in Guitar Hero, but I got to expert level on Rock Band for some reason.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think people were saying even like Rock Band like back in the day it was like easier than Guitar Hero in terms of like the speed in which like the notes come at you.
Also,
so I guess it kind of
variety of
makes
songs
sense.
because
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Hero was more heavy rock. Rock Band was more other songs
Yeah.
sometimes.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I also I myself had Rock Band. I had the drum, the mic, and the guitar. I had two guitars.
Mm-hmm.
That's because my brother-in-law used to work at GameStop, so he hooked it up.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
They were gonna throw him out. They were gonna throw him out, and he's like, nah. So he just grabbed him.
Yeah.
So he grabbed him and was like, oh, this is ours now. And then I ended up buying the 360 off of him, the Xbox
Oh, nice.
360 off of him for like $50,
Nice.
and that came with all his game collection and all this other stuff. So it was pretty cool. It was a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
It was a pretty lovely deal actually. So So I learned very little.
Hang on. I don't even know if you can see on the camera.
Is that your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Daddy. Hey.
It's Daddy Aaron.
Oh, Daddy, hey.
I mean, he is a dad. I mean, I don't know.
He is, yeah, no. I mean, you're not lying.
I don't know why you guys are taking it out of proportion, but whatever.
Aaron's going to work. He has like overnight shifts.
Oh, okay.
That's
At his
gross.
new job that he's doing. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. He's been sleeping all day, so.
That's gross, dude. I don't miss work. I do not miss working graveyard at all, dude. At all. That shit was culo. Like it was bad, dude. I hated it.
Mm. Every person that I know that works graveyard hates it.
It's
Well, I'm lying.
so draining.
Well, I'm lying. I didn't mind it at first.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
At first, it
Mhm.
wasn't as bad as it make it seem.
Mhm.
But I did it for like years though, because even at when I was at 7-Eleven, that's where I really was working at the graveyard.
Mhm.
And then now at Amazon, well, I'm at Amazon now. I'm doing day shift, yeah, way better.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of baddies there no more because it's day shift. Most of the older ladies there, which is fine, I guess. Pero at the same time, I'm like, man, where the? No, I'm kidding. No, but yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But
I was gonna bring up. I think it was when you were saying that like you wish you could sing.
Mhm.
Same here. I can't sing for shit. But funny enough, because I've done theater, and like every time when I was at college, I don't know why. Every time that when I wasn't working crew, when I was working like as an actor and I got casted in something, there was always some musical element to it. I don't know why. And there were always plays that like there's no musical element to it. The director just wanted to put musical stuff in it.
Let's try your range.
And I like theater and I love theater and like doing theater and acting and everything. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a theater kid because like I'm not like oh I just saw the newest play on Broadway and I was like because
Like your
like
generic, like your generic.
like the stereotypical theater kid,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm not like that. But there was a lot because like I remember like there were other cast members and stuff where they like lived for it, right? They lived for like the theater stuff.
Yeah.
And which is fine, that's cool. But like they were talking to me like as if I knew what they were talking about, right? So they're like, are you a vibrato or are you alto? I was like, wait, hold on, what is that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What is that?
My answer to that would have been, "Yo, mama first, son. What's up?
Are you an alto? No, I'm
don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I would have swung. I don't care. Talking to me? What the fuck you mean? What am I?
I know. I was like, well, how do you sing? I was like, the song. I don't know. What do you mean?
With my mouth, maybe? I don't know.
However the rhythm goes. I don't. I'm pretty sure there's a method to it, and that's why they're asking. But for me, I just don't know it, and so it's just like, what?
Nah, baby girl. They were trying to bully you. They were trying to test you out. They were trying to say, "Oh, is this vato firme or what?" but in their terminologies, you know what I mean?
You're trying to see if you're one of them.
For real.
They're trying to recruit.
For real.
Initiation.
They're gonna jump me in like fucking what's the West Side Story? Like they're all like coming towards me.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, dude. I remember there was a theater kid in high school he hung out with us. Not we hung out with him. He hung out with us because he would just show up, and he would practice his lines like in front of us, like if we were his audience, but we wouldn't pay attention to him. We would just be like, all right, whatever. Like, your thing, G. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, just do what you gotta do, you know. But he was just weird because like he didn't understand like social stuff, you know, like it was weird for him.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know how to explain it, but
it's like socially awkward or kind of like
yeah, he was. You could tell he was a little special or something, but I'm not here to judge. But I do. But that's not the point. I do judge, but not because I'm mean, just because it's like okay. Because I believe everybody's different, and I believe in everybody's different, and everybody should be different. Because imagine if we were all the same. Oh my god, that'd be so boring.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be ass, dude.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yo, that's my icon. That's my hero right there, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, yeah, hell yeah. Mr. Worldwide.
Have you guys seen the video of like Pitbull during a recent concert? And he's just like, he stops and he's like, oh, shout out to all of you guys who are fans and supporting me. And they cut to the crowd, and half of the crowd is wearing bald caps and sunglasses. Because he loves the meme of it. He just loves that everyone's just participating in it. But it's just so funny because it just shows him on stage and it cuts to the crowd and half of the people are bald caps.
That's how you know Pitbull's a G, because like I remember in one of the interviews he said you gotta grind so hard that when they type in your name you come up first before the dog does. His name is Pitbull. You would imagine Pitbull the dog, but no, it's Pitbull like you know. That shit go hard, huh?
I was gonna say that's hard right there, dude.
Yeah.
Inspirational. Wow.
Man, I'll tell you that man pisses me off though.
Why?
He just does. Like no, okay, Pitbull, if you ever hear me, I don't hate you. I don't hate you, my guy. Is this like every single time I think about the way he talks, it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh, especially
Mr. 305.
Bada bing, bada boom when I step in the room. You know what I mean? Like it pisses me. Like every single time I listen to any of his freaking songs, I think of that. Or when he goes, ha! It's just like I just can't stand it, dude. Oh, I'm so glad I'm sitting down because I can't stand it, dog. Because oh man, it pisses me. It also pisses me off when people do. You know how artists do call outs like Pitbull, you know what I mean? Like they'll say his name how he says it because he goes Pitbull. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Right? You're like they use the bottom, like they use they tuck in their bottom lip. Pitbull. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, dude, I hate it. That one or Ludacris when he goes Luda, and when I the only part I care about in any Ludacris song is when he goes Luda, like loud as shit. And then the way he just sings is funny too. Like the one with Enrique Iglesias when he's like Luda. No, he yells at his name and then he just like grunts. Like he grunts when he sings. It's weird. It's good though. I like it. That's funny to me. But yeah, oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let me see.
Oh man.
What were you guys' favorite boy band? Let's get the real questions. Your favorite boy band?
I don't even know what a boy band is.
You do, and don't pretend
like
you don't.
Like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
You do, and don't pretend like you don't.
No, I don't. I really don't know. Shit, G, chill out.
Let me see.
That's not what you were singing the other day.
What was I singing? What was I singing? That?
One Direction is also a boy band.
Yeah.
5
Seconds of
New
Summer, Big Time Rush. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Another bricks. What do I do?
25 best boy bands ever. All right, let's see. Beto, do you know any of these? All right, the Naked Brothers band is technically a boy band. I thought that was just a show on Nickelodeon. Were they actually like a band?
Well, if they were Nickelodeon, they were a boy band then for sure. Because they were casted for their looks.
Like One Direction was a show too, right? Wasn't it?
No, that's Big Time Rush.
Oh, Big Time Rush wasn't One Direction also a show?
No, they were on the X Factor from the British X Factor.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I was like, I could have swore like
they
One
were
Direction
on TV,
had
but different show. The X Factor.
Oh yeah, I need to.
17. Is that a Korean? Yeah, it's a K-pop.
I can't stand K-pop.
All right, we're just getting into hot takes, huh? All right.
Well, it's not that. Well, I suppose so.
Well, no, not to me. I don't listen to K-pop and everything, but there's people out there who will die for K-pop.
We're about to get a lot of views here. clip it.
No,
like.
No, like
we're gonna get the army on us. We're gonna get the army on us.
Like it's just gonna be called like music context. The thumbnail is just gonna be Beto with like a dialogue box that says K-pop sucks.
I didn't say it sucks. I just said I just can't stand it because like, well, okay. So there's context to this. So a friend of mine, right?
Do you not stand the music or the fandom of it?
The fandom of it, I guess. If you
that's okay.
If you really want to get specific, I guess it's the fandom because like. Okay. Because and it's fucked because like I'm gonna say some racist shit kind of it's gonna sound but that's not what I mean. Like they kind of look the same to me, and it pisses me off because I'm like, you guys get cosmetic surgery to look handsome and you just choose to look the same. Like, are you serious? Like, can one of you have like a different eyebrow or something? I don't know, like, so I can differentiate you guys. And then they act like they're hot as shit, and I'm like, no, they're not. Like they're okay. Like, I mean, probably because I'm not gay or anything. It's just I'm just thinking about it. Like, I've never seen. Well, you know what? That's a lie. I have seen a hot Korean before. When I used to work at 7-Eleven, okay? When I used to work at 7-Eleven, there was a student, a young, female Korean student, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of cute, you know. And she would come in at 2-3 in the morning for coffee, and if I wasn't there, she would just go back, because nobody made. I don't know if you were there for that yet, Isidro, but at the time, like nobody made
there 2 weeks more than me at first.
Nobody made her coffee like you did.
Exactly, because if you came in and you told me, hey man, the coffee's bad, can you remake it? And I'll be like, hell yeah, I don't give a shit. Especially if it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I don't care. Well, coffee, you're supposed to start making the coffee like around 3:50 or 3:30, depending on how many people start showing up.
Yeah, I hardly ever made coffee because I worked weekends.
Yeah. So for the ones that actually had to work, we had to
The ones that actually had to work. What are you trying to say?
Shut up. You know damn well what I'm trying to say. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't start with me, boy. Anyways, point being is she's pretty cute. The girl was pretty cute, and she would chit chat with me, and I would ask her about her class. So how are you doing your class? Blah 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 blah. And I think I was like 2 years older, but at the time I was already in I was already on my way out of getting my bachelor's. So she would ask me a bunch of questions about like financial aid and all this sort of stuff, and I would tell her the best I can. But one day she just showed up, and she was just drunk as shit, and she was just talking about random stuff, and she kept using Korean words, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Because at the time, I didn't know that Japanese and Korean was a very different language. I thought it just sounded the same because it sounded like gibberish to me, because I don't know how to differentiate. And then eventually I was like, wait, this is a very different language. And then I paid attention to Japanese. It's very different from Chinese. And then there's Cantonese, and then there's Mandarin, and it's very, very different, or similar but different. And there's Taiwanese, Filipino. Once I started hearing Carmen speak Filipino, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So there's a little tick to it. And then, so I figured it out afterwards, right? And I was like, oh, she's Korean. And I asked her, are you Korean? She's like, yeah, I'm Korean, blah, blah, blah. And she asked me, do you like Korean girls? And I was like, I don't know. My girlfriend's is black, so like I don't. She's like, you like black girls? And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And she's like, well, she's like, would you give Korean girls a try? And I'm like, I'll give anything that likes me back a damn try. Okay, is that what you want to hear? God damn it.
Also, at the same time, if you mentioned you had a girlfriend and stuff, she was just straight up just going for it.
She knew what she wanted, and I give her props wherever she is, wherever you are, whatever your name was, because I don't remember.
If you're watching this, leave a comment.
If you're watching this, leave a comment.
The only hot Korean he's ever known.
No, I mean, she was like, look, I'm not gonna get into detail because it's a podcast, but she was really pretty. She was really pretty. The only thing that made me mad was that towards the end of the week, I'm assuming she didn't have classes, she would get very drunk and she would show up to 7-Eleven. And I don't know, it's either I don't. You're gonna be the judge of this, but like I don't know if it's too much information, but like she would show up with like no bra, no underwear. You could tell because and she would like pull up her pant, like her shorts, and you could just see everything. And she wasn't discreet about it either. Well, at least you know how like you remember how like the main monitor and it's like the aisle, and it was like the Asian food section right there.
Yeah.
She would like be there and like bend over in front of the monitor so we could see her. Well, so I could see her because I don't know if she did that with everybody because I feel special right now. Whatever, I'm him. But she like made it obvious that she wanted to be seen, which is fine because she's pretty or whatever. I'll look like but I'm like, other than that, there's this, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Needless to say, right? And this is just another point to me that I really was the loyal boyfriend because I could have gone away with it. You know what I mean? But I didn't. Why? Because I'm not a piece of shit. That's not the point. So music-wise, K-pop, I just really don't listen to it. You know what? I may have one song in my library, and I think it's from a show, and I like the beat or whatever. I do have Japanese music because like openings from anime and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't know how to speak Japanese, so I'm obviously not gonna front and be like, oh yeah, I know them and I know what they're saying. Fuck no, they could be telling me, oh you a fat bitch or some shit, and I don't even, you know what I mean? Like I won't know. And then I have French music, but I only have it. Oh, you punk bitch. Sorry. I have French music, but I have it from one artist, and then like maybe 2 or 3 other songs from a completely different artist. Outside of that, it's like it's mostly English and Spanish music.
So you guys have a specific go-to playlist? Do you guys always play, or just kind of hit a song and just let whatever play?
No, I just have my songs and then I hit shuffle, and like it's not like I hit shuffle and then whatever plays. Like I'll hit shuffle and then like I'll keep skipping until like the song I want plays. Which defeats the purpose of shuffle, but like I don't want to like just bust out my phone and manually look for it.
Songs to go.
There'll be times where I'm like, all right, I'll give it about 10 skips, and then if they don't come out, I'm just gonna look for it.
Nah, dude, what I'll do if I'm able to, I'll just call Siri and be like, "Hey, play this specific song," and then she plays it, and then nothing else pops up because it's no longer on shuffle. So I gotta go back and I have to continue telling her what song I want next, and then that pisses me off. So I'll just that pisses me off. So I'll just be like, okay, whatever. Let me just go into the actual library and pick a specific song.
Mm.
Yeah, this is why I don't shuffle, because then I get exactly the song I want next. Problem free. Don't have to worry about telling Siri.
But like, what if like you're skipping through trying to find that one song, but another song comes out and is like, you know what, we're gonna keep it at this song.
Oh, this is a banger. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a banger.
I know exactly
all right, I'll leave this one.
how many skips to do.
That's what I do sometimes with because I know the order, right? Because I'm too broke for Spotify, all right? I download my music onto my phone, right? And so I'll remember the order in which I got them on my phone. And so if a song comes out and it's on shuffle, it's like, oh, I know what's next. I'm gonna take it off of shuffle, so it just plays the next song. Mm-hmm. And then after that song plays, then I'll put it back on shuffle.
Yeah. I remember when I discovered that I could just make playlists, but then I was like, nah, que pinche hueva. Like, I'm not gonna go through my entire 1,000 plus, probably more than 1,000, probably more than, I don't even know how many songs. Hey Siri, how many songs do I have on my phone? Hold on. Does it tell me how many I have, or is it like?
Probably, but are they downloaded specifically into a playlist?
This title, no. Is this? I just want to know. Also, I just want to know how many songs I have in my phone. In my Apple iTunes. Genres, music videos, TV, made for you, songs, albums.
So yeah, I have a playlist I just listen to occasionally. What I did was just kind of go randomly at different songs to it that I remember at the time, and I just keep adding songs to it over time, and that's about it. There's no rhythm, there's no rhyme to it. It just goes in a specific order. There's nothing specific about the order. It just happens in that order because that's just the order that it's in. Found them in.
I do like that iTunes tells you like, hey, these are your favorite songs because you star them or whatever, right?
And then I don't star anything. Everything's just the same.
Okay, yeah, but I'm telling my story. Shut up. I like the one where it says top 25 most played, and it's like okay, and then I go open it and it's like, oh yeah, like I play these songs on the daily. You know what I mean? Like I know these songs on a daily, so like I know them by heart. But sometimes I'll skip them. I need to take a picture of this damn thing because this is being stupid. I'll be listening to them and I'll be like, I already listened to it too much. Skip, and I'll go to the next one.
Yeah. That's the thing about, especially when I add new songs, like I play them a lot because I like them, and then after a while, it's just like, played it too many times.
I think one reason why it was never too much about music is because I had an older sister growing up, so for her growing up, she played music all the time, but she had her own way of playing music, which was she'll play the song, let another song play, then she'll go back to the song, play it 3 times, and she'll let another song or two play, then she'll go back to that song, play it again, stuff like that. So I never really had much control over the music in general, because it was just whatever she was playing, I would just be listening to. Because I'm not sitting in my room. No, I don't want to listen to your music. No, turn it off, turn it off. It's just music, dude. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So I never really had much control over the music. And also, I guess like growing up, she would sit in the front because she was older and I was younger. So I would sit in the back. So she got control of the music there too. So a lot of that.
You were the youngest?
No, I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest from my mom.
You have 2 older sisters, no?
No, 1.
Oh, it's 2 of you. I thought it was 3 of you.
I have 1 older sister and then 2 younger half sisters, and then there's me in the middle.
I don't know what this has to do with the topic, but anyways, so what is your guys' favorite genre then?
Mine's metal.
Same.
Metal music, yeah. I feel like mine's is go for it.
Oh, mine's probably like rock en español.
Ooh, yeah, my nice. 9 shit, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I feel like mine's always been metal. It's either been like between metal and like hip hop, right? Because my dad, he's a metalhead, so he grew up listening to a lot of 80s metal and stuff like that, and that's how me and my brothers were introduced to metal music. And then my mom was more so like R&B, rap, kind of music, so that's where we would listen to a lot of our hip hop side of it. I feel like Aaron, like me and Aaron are kind of like those two. Like his favorite is rap and hip hop, and then mine's is metal music. So it's kind of funny that, like, you know, and then Nicholas is kind of like a combination of both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now there's just such a blend between like pop, R&B, hip hop, and all those that it's kind of hard to tell them apart nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
They all just kind of blend in together now, so it's kind of hard to tell them apart. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like metal, rock, rock en español también. I'm really much an amalgamation of many different genres, because the top ones I do listen to are like techno, electronic, right? Or anything that has to do with metal, anything that has to do with like System of a Down, Slipknot, My Chemical Romance. So I have a range, you know what I mean? But like a lot of people shit on country music. I do. But I'll have like 3 or 4 songs that are from a specific artist that tried something and the song came out cool. Like Bon Jovi came out with a country song that's pretty good, and I like it, and I enjoy it. Which is ironic because I only know like 3 or 4 Bon Jovi songs, and like 2 Guns N' Roses songs, and like I feel like a hypocrite because people are like, oh yeah, like I listen to this and that, like Metallica and all this other shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, I know Metallica. Oh yeah, well, name 5 songs, and I'm like, no, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
Like, I'm not gonna prove to you that I love this band so much I'll gurgle their mouth like you do. You know, like I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So
I hate when people
tell
do
you,
that, man.
If you tell me, oh my god, I love Guns N' Roses, for example, and I tell you, oh yeah, Welcome to the Jungle is pretty cool, and that's it, and you tell me, well, they have other music. Yeah, I know they do. Like, duh, I know they do. It's not like they have just one song and they became popular and that's it, like a One Wonder or whatever. Like, they have albums and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I hate it when people are like, oh yeah, well, you're not a real fan, and I'm like, I don't care, dude. I don't care if I'm not a real fan.
Thing of like real fan. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, real fan? Like, I'm just like, what do you mean? It's
they
like
simp.
Yeah, basically, like I love it when people talk about like Taylor Swift. I don't care. I shit on them. I don't care. And like,
hey, we're getting the Army and the Swifties on us today.
And like,
wow,
crazy.
This video is gonna pop off,
dude. And I'm not even. The worst part is I'm not even doing it for clickbait or nothing. I'm doing it because it's true. Like,
dude, if anybody like watches us that's like an artist, dude, if they could do like a fan art, it's just Beto on a hill with like thousands of thousands of Taylor Swift and K-pop fans just going towards it.
And I just feel like it's my opinion.
The dialogue box is just like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
No, like I remember in college there was a girl that she just swears that Taylor Swift's like the best artist ever and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's your opinion. I was like, okay, well, what do you think? And I'm like, I think she freaking sucks. She's just bitching and complaining about the same boy that she's been sad about for years. Get over it. You have millions of dollars. You literally cause a lot of pollution in your private jet just to go from one place to another, goddammit. Like, that doesn't make you a better person than it. And she's like, whoa, buddy. And I'm like, no, shut up. You started this. Now deal with it. And then I told her, like, I just laid it out on her, and I was like, dude, like, you're not going to fucking come and try to tell me that I'm a piece of shit just because I like XYZ. And then she's like, well, what's your favorite band ever? And I'm like, I don't have a favorite band. I don't. And they're like, well, do you not go to concerts and blah, blah, blah? And I was like, no. And she's like, is it because you're too poor to afford them? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not going to spend $300 to go see a motherfucker that doesn't even know I'm there. Like, why? You know what I mean? But, side note, I did go see Slipknot, and that's when I became a man, but that's not the point.
Dude.
I went to go see Slipknot back-to-back year. Like, I went one year, and then the following year I went again, and I saw Ghost. I saw Ghost very recently. I think it was last year. And then I'm gonna go see them.
I heard Ghost concerts are like they're like a show.
Yeah, they're a full show. They're
like it's not really just watching the band play music. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's theatrical. It's pretty nice because it has a story to it and all this other stuff. But anyways, back to the Swift fan. Like I told them, like, do you really think? And I told her, like, I went to go see Slipknot and this and that. And they're like, yeah, but that's not really music, is it? And I'm like, huh? She's like, you know, like I don't even know what Slipknot is, but it sounds like demonic and gross. And I'm like, well, I guess if you want to call it. She's like, well, play me a song. And I was like, why? I was like, why? Why do you want me to play you a song? And she's like, just play me a song. And I'm like, first of all, bitch, you're not gonna bait me into playing a song for you to be like, yeah, it's just that. What the fuck are you laughing at? Goddammit!
The bitch was so unnecessary.
It was, and I really wish people, and I really wish. What happened?
The pause between that and the
First of all,
it's like, first of all, bitch.
I really wish this podcast was not censored, dude. No, so like she was trying to bait me into saying, "Oh yeah, this is the song," and her be like, "This is just nothing but noise, blah 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 blah. I don't get it." And I'm like, and I was like, I'm not even gonna waste the 2 seconds that you're gonna waste of my time. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what you're gonna do. And she kind of had a little smirk, like, "Yeah, I was." And I was like, "Yeah." So for me, Taylor Swift is nothing but screeching. So do as you will with that, And she's like, "Yeah, well, name anyone better than Taylor Swift." And I just like Michael Jackson, maybe Prince, the classics. Camilo Sesto, perhaps. And she's like, Camilo what? And I'm like, Camilo Sesto. And she's like, what is that? And I'm like, it's an artist, as well as a Spanish artist. I highly doubt because you're white as shit. You don't know anything other outside of English, but whatever. Because you're not really cultured and you have nothing going for you besides that you like Taylor Swift. But whatever. Like I know music. Like I know music in 2 different languages. And she's just like, oh well, that's neat. And I'm like, yeah, isn't that more interesting than liking Taylor Swift? And she's like, okay, I'm done with you. And she's like, I was just like, like I had time that day, goddammit. And I was supposed to be studying for a math test, which I aced out of pure rage too. Out of pure rage, I was like, I'm gonna get this motherfucking math test right because I'm not gonna let no Swiftie fan tell me shit about my music taste. Goddamn, it's not gonna affect my damn grades, and it did it.
So it did affect your grades.
Huh?
It did affect your grades in a positive.
Yeah, for the better. For the better.
So
you know what I mean?
Won.
Not like. No, she didn't. No, shut up. Shut up.
She won. She affected your grades.
Oh my god.
More of the story, argue with a Swiftie before a math test so you can ace it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the rage do the math for you.
I will say that, like, I'm not, like, if you like Taylor Swift, go for it. It's not my thing. I don't like Taylor Swift. But, like, when people try to say that, like, Taylor Swift is just as, if not bigger than, like, Michael Jackson, that's when I'm like, okay, hold on, back up,
okay,
back
I'll
up.
stop you there because there's statistics that show that she is bigger than Michael Jackson.
Well, yes. Social media wasn't a thing during Michael Jackson's time.
What did you say, Mike?
Like, social media was not a thing during Michael Jackson's time. So if Michael Jackson was as big as he was now with social media, then yeah.
That's a skill issue. That's not on her.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a timing issue.
When Taylor Swift canceled a Laker game just for being there, then we could talk. Because Michael Jackson literally had to get a Laker game canceled because he showed up to watch the game.
See,
Taylor Swift showed up to the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl was fine.
That's
exactly.
Nothing. Really?
Exactly.
Michael Jackson had countries fighting over him, biting each other out for him to go?
Es que no sabe, güey. Es que no sabe.
Literally,
wait, you're saying Michael Jackson or Taylor Swift? Wait, because you said Michael Jackson.
When Michael Jackson has countries fighting for him to go, beating each other out, starting literally wars over countries for him, then he can talk. Taylor Swift had that.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, all over Southeast Asia.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think Taylor Swift, because here's the thing. You'll have people who will instantly know Michael Jackson. There are people in this world that don't really know Taylor Swift like that, but they'll instantly recognize a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the same when Michael Jackson was relevant back then.
Even today.
Older people wouldn't know him, and younger people
would.
Even
today.
It's just kind of generational stuff.
I guess, but, like, if you're trying to make that kind of argument that she's bigger than Michael Jackson, then, like, you have to take into account the stuff back then, and not just the stuff today.
Yeah.
if you want to try and compare legacies and stuff, you have to take into account like his time.
She doesn't have a legacy because she is still in her prime. It would be kind of weird to have a legacy. She's not done. Michael Jackson is done.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's dead. If he wasn't dead, he probably wouldn't be done.
Yeah.
Like another example, for example, like Eminem. Like, I don't care what anybody says. That motherfucker's a genius. Okay, like I don't care. Kendrick Lamar is up there in records and all this other stuff. I'm willing to bet that it's not even about the awards anymore. It's about how good you are at the craft of rapping and rhyming and being on beat and all this other stuff, right? Eminem slaughters anyone that steps up on him, and it's not even fair anymore because he's already like up there. So he's just like, how can you reach him, right? So when people try, it's like they fail because there's just no way, you know. So now if we take what happened,
he makes them switch genres, like
yeah, exactly.
Even Kelly.
Now even people that have worked for him have said, I am so glad I am on his side. You know what I mean? Like for example, like Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, people that were like up there in even in their times, they became irrelevant as soon as Eminem stepped on the scene. Like, yeah, they have a following, yeah, they have their music, and yeah, they have their records and everything, and I'm not gonna take that from them. But in my personal opinion, as someone that doesn't really listen to rap 100%, I've tried many types of I've tried different artists: Dre, Cent, Jay-Z, Eminem. Well, Eminem obviously there. Benefit, which was underground. Even Gorillaz, because it has, it's not the same genre kind of, but it has rap in it, right?
There's hip hop rap elements to them, yeah.
So you look at all that, and whatever, I don't know why, maybe it's because I don't understand the culture of it, perhaps. I always gravitated more towards Eminem. And no, it's not because he's white. No, it's because literally he just has that flow that I like, and he has that comedy to it. You know what? Even his serious songs, you're like, damn, this G really getting in here deep. You know what I mean?
Because he's a master of using words. Because he knows words. He knows words way more than other people. Because on his free time, he reads the dictionary.
Nah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
So like when you compare Michael Jackson to Taylor Swift, I don't think they're the same genre, are they?
No, yeah, I think so.
Taylor's pop, right?
No, Taylor's is mostly pop. I think she has country songs.
She started as country, then switched to pop.
Yeah, I think for the most part she's pop. Well, that's why people make the comparison.
Yeah, but
it's not just for size or anything like that. It's because they're both in like the pop genre.
I just think that because I don't listen to Taylor Swift because I just don't care for it. Because even the more pop, maybe one, but I don't even know the name, right? And I'm not gonna go look for it. Me personally,
I think it's just mostly that we're trying to compare our childhood, the 90s, to the 2020s.
That is also true.
So
we're trying to compare
about how we see it. Because obviously we're not teenage girls crying about our ex-boyfriends that broke us.
But I don't have songs are not relevant. And I don't ask if she's okay. So you know what I mean, like, right?
It's just not. They're just not relevant to us as guys in our 20s, late 20s, singing about our ex-boyfriends and how we're. He deafened.
I think he was getting a phone call.
So yes, it's not relevant to us as guys in our 20s. So we're not going to seek it out because there's no point for us to seek it out. So there's that. But we do find a little more in relationship to Michael Jackson's songs and how he struggles as minorities. So it's a little more relevant to us in that aspect. So we try to keep that. So we have that bias that Michael Jackson is better because we relate to his songs a lot better than Taylor Swift songs. And our bad blood between us and the girls. It's like, yeah. So.
Should we make a reference to one of the songs?
Yeah, I just thought of one right now.
Oh my god.
So there's that.
Man. Yeah. It's just some people like they try and state it like it's fact, and it's like I don't know.
Well,
I
unfortunately, the
wouldn't say that.
numbers. I mean, statistics can be manipulated, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
she literally is. When Beyonce or Taylor Swift goes somewhere, their economy booms by like 10%,
Mm.
and it's just crazy how people literally countries fight to outbid for her because they
Mm.
want that boom in their economy.
Well, I guess if like, cause it's hard to make the comparison because Michael Jackson's dead, you know? Cause like if he
Yeah,
was alive, then there probably would be the same thing for Michael Jackson, the way that it is for Taylor Swift and Beyonce and whatnot.
yeah.
You know, it's also the
Uh,
same thing with if they're looking at numbers and statistics, right? About like if Taylor Swift has more streams or whatever, and like usually those statistics they don't take into account like the amount of times people have listened to Michael Jackson CDs, cassettes,
Yeah, because it's
stuff
just
like that. Obviously, that's not
those are
taken
just
into
not
account.
possible to keep track of. But like
Yeah, and
but
that
we're trying to
yeah,
keep it to like the simple things, right? Statistically
yeah,
wise, wherever Taylor Swift goes, the economy gets a boom.
hmm,
So she is
yeah.
definitely a big deal.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to say she's not a big. I mean, it obviously is Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So yeah. So there is.
but
like,
yeah.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Okay.
Oh, welcome back. We
If
miss you.
Yeah, thank you. I missed you too. If I saw Taylor Swift on the like anywhere, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, like I wouldn't be I wouldn't be shitting myself. I'd be like, oh okay, cool, and then just continue. But if I saw Corey Taylor, the lead singer of Slipknot, I'd be like, oh shit, that's
Mm,
Corey Taylor, or Thurston
hmm,
Gideon from System of a Down, or Gerard Way, like I would be like, oh shit, that's, or Tobias Forge from Ghost. I'd be like, oh shit, that's,
hmm, hmm.
that's. I wouldn't go, oh my god, let me touch you, like some of these people do, like for the K-pop fans. Like I don't. They're regular people. They just have more talent than you do and me. Like like this, that's just what it is. They made it through. Be happy for them. You know what I mean?
I mean, they aren't
Like
too happy for them. That is the problem.
weapon.
They're too
No.
happy for them.
Too
Yeah, and
happy.
I'm like, dude, it's just another person. It's just another
Yeah.
person. They're not gods. They're not immortal beings. They will
Yeah.
one day die just like us, like and they just make more money than you. My thing is, and I'm a hater, right? I don't care. I'm a certified hater. I don't care. I'm honest, all
You
right?
wake
I
up to
love people.
hate.
Nah, dude, let me tell you, G. Let me tell you real quick. I am balanced. I hate just as much as I can love someone, I can also hate them. I don't care. Like that, I'll flip. I don't care. Mess with me the right way, I'll love you the right way. You mess with me the right way, I'll hate you the same. I don't care. Point proven, point taken is I cannot simp over someone that has it better off than I do and give them what I don't
Mm,
have. You know what I mean? For example,
mm,
pause, okay? Let's put me and Mike into perspective, right? I work. I right now I'm blessed enough to have a job, right? I would love for Mike to just go work for Amazon so he has a job, right? Because as far as I know, he doesn't. So let's put it that way.
yeah.
I wouldn't want him to tell me, "Oh my God, Beto, I love your work. I'm gonna spend my last 20 on you." You know what I mean?
Mm,
It's like, nah, G, I'm good. Keep your 20. You need it more than I do. Get yourself out of the, get yourself out of the hole you're in. And then once we're on even ground, hey, ¿cómo estás? Like, what do you like about my art? Oh, I love your colors. I love your music. I love whatever the fuck. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. Thank you for being art. Thank you for being a supporter. You know what I mean?
mm,
But if I find out, that there's people that are giving their blood just to see me, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like that, I don't, like, don't, you know what I mean? And the reason
mm,
why I say that is because I like being humble. Like I like being human. I like thinking, oh, one day I'm gonna die. Like I don't like the idea of, oh, I'm immortalized or my pictures are on the
mm,
walls everywhere and like I don't
mm.
because I'm not perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even a religious thing. It's just
Yeah.
I don't like idolizing people because nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Until someone is legit perfect, maybe I'll idolize them. Right? So, for example, Cory Barlog, the director and writer of God of War, as you've known,
Mm,
my favorite series of all times to play.
mm,
If I was to see him out in the open, I don't even know how he looks like, but let me get a picture real quick and then I'll tell you. But for the sake of this, if I was to see him out in public, I would love to ask him a few questions about story writing or where can I learn
yeah.
more about story writing or what do I got to do to get to his level. You know what I mean?
And with that, you can check out the sponsor.
But with that, you can take out this book. Look, and just take out a book. Like, but I
The
wouldn't
sponsor of this video is
because
Skillshare.
What happened?
You can check out the sponsor of this video, Skillshare, where you can also get stories.
You're so stupid.
It's not sponsored by Skillshare.
Oh my god, not sponsored
At all,
by
mind you.
Skillshare.
But yeah, so like I wouldn't go crazy for Corey Taylor or Corey Barlog like that, because it's like they don't even know I exist, first of all, and then second of all, they don't know who I am. Like to them, I'm just another person or another fan, and they probably get annoyed because personal space is very much a thing, and common sense is not that common. So I would assume that if Mike was like a very, very popular movie director, you know, like he already deals with so much shit. I don't want him to be like, oh my god, these guys are gonna be in my face and blah, blah, blah. No, like I don't want to be a bother to people, but apparently people don't have common sense. They just love bothering people whenever they get the fucking chance, which is stupid. Be better, people. Be better. Like
that's the thing too. Well, like, because there's a difference between like people who bother a lot of people, but there's also like people who are like a celebrity or something just get flashbang.
Yeah, I did. I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad.
It's not my face. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn the fucking light off. This is right? Oh no, I cannot turn that light on. Okay, and I can't do this either because look, fuck. I thought it was gonna be a little bit lighter, but no. Oh, this shit hurt. Dog, I saw the future right now. Jesus Christ. Oh. Anyways, you were saying?
Oh my god. There are people who like they get to that certain position where like they're viewed as a celebrity or something like that, and they're kind of dicks about it. You know, like they take for granted that like a lot of the people that want to meet them are the people that put them in that position. Now, granted, obviously, you know, people have different things going on in their lives and stuff like that and whatnot, but there's clips of like just a lot of people just like kind of looking down on them and whatnot, and it's like that I don't like. You know what I mean?
It's because those people weren't on the grind like Pitbull. They didn't grind hard enough for them to come out first before the dog.
For real.
And like you gotta look down on them.
And the funny thing is that there is a few artists that really do give back to their community. And that's just very nice to see. Like for example, Nipsey Hussle, like he did that. Like he really he was him for that because he helped his community, helped grow. There's a lot more black-owned businesses because of him, and it just comes to show you like where the priorities, right? I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that we should go back to the ancient Greek era where entertainment was free, right? You did it for the glory, not for the money. And if you did it for the money, then you're not doing it for the craft. Therefore, it's bogus. Yeah. One of my favorite bands, artists, Ronnie Radke from Ronnie Radke? I think so. I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, Falling in Reverse, the lead singer. He went through a lot of controversy. He went through a lot of BS. And he was originally in Escape the Fate, and then he had to go to then he made Falling in Reverse. But as far as I remember, or as far as I was told, his rise to popularity got to his head, and he was just like, oh yeah, I'm a whatever the fuck. And he was a dick. Like he was an asshole for a while. He was crazy and all this other stuff. You know, he went to prison. He's like, you know what? I want to be a better person. So now his music completely changed, and for the better, mind you. And it was cool. Like I love that. Like I love listening to his old music and then listening to his new music, and it's like, yeah, you can kind of see where he's like, I'm a piece of shit right here, and then here I'm like, you know what? I'm no longer a piece of shit. Like I want to be better. Or you know what? This is what I went through. This is my redemption arc, kind of a thing. And I do like that. Ghost, in their concerts, they have a few songs that are like about self-love and stuff like that. So in the middle of the song, they'll extend it a little bit, in Tobias Forge, the lead singer or whatever will say a few words like, oh, be nice to each other, you know, don't be an asshole, blah 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 blah, and like this and that. And to me that's nice. So I think that's why certain genres get a certain rep, right? growing up, like if you like rap and stuff like that, supposedly you were into just drugs and gangbanging and like killing people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Metal music was seen like devil music and like you were killing virgins and sacrificing goats and all this other stuff. And then you come to find out that it's really just about perspective and it's really about
The one thing I always
like
found funny that the metal music or stuff like that, they're usually the most religious songs out there. They have the most
Yeah.
religious imagery and stuff like that, which is really ironic considering they're like devil devil
Mhm.
worshiping, but they're actually like saying a lot more
Yeah.
about God and stuff like that than sometimes
Mhm.
Christian
Corey
music.
Taylor. Corey Taylor's a Christian and he goes to church and everything.
Yeah.
And he talks about the devil. He talks about having a devil inside of him and like being unsainted and just trying to
Mhm.
redeem and all this other stuff. There's a few songs about sorrow that he talks about, and the thing about rock and metal music, when we take away the screaming and like the gutturals and all that stuff, we take away and we
Mhm.
read what they're talking about. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this song's about depression and how to overcome it, or this song's about, oh, I lost
Yeah.
a loved one and this is how I feel, and then they
Mhm.
express it. That's
Yeah.
something that I always hated about people that with a Taylor Swift fan, for example, that
Mhm.
people think, oh, music has to sound very, very lovely, very, very nice,
Yeah, like a certain way. Yeah.
right? So to convey a specific emotion, and it's like
Mhm.
no, like emotions are a wide range of
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? Because I could write a poem. I mean, I would have to sit there and think about it. I would have to write. I could write a poem describing to you anger and just how miserable I feel because of how angry I am, but make it soft,
Mhm.
right? And I could do the same thing with I could do the same thing but using different mediums or whatever, right? For
Yeah.
example, like I tell people like love is a very interesting emotion or a very interesting thing because it makes you do very nice, very beautiful things for others, like helping and blah blah blah. But
Mhm.
some people they can't control it and they don't know where their head is sometimes, so they do very violent things in the name of love. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So music to me is that representation, is that another way of expressing yourself, very much like in movies, like when you make movies you can express an idea through the
Yeah.
acting and like the concept of the story, or through painting, through drawing or whatever.
Mhm.
Even making video games, even like for example for me, God of War, you're telling a story, but then as you play as Kratos, you see like all the he's very 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 violent and blah 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 blah, and then in the scenes where he's very docile and very meek, or not meek because he's never been meek, but when he's more calm, or
Mhm.
when he pushes his daughter away in the fields of Elysium, like you feel his pain. You're like, oh, I'm witnessing the heartbreak of a man and as to why he
Yeah.
became a monster and blah blah blah. So genre genres are very interesting to me because it's like they not necessarily represent, but they're conveying an emotion just in this way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah.
What was the other question? You had another question. You posted it, no?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Genre. What's your
Oh.
music right array? What
What
music?
so is there music that you've never like actually physically heard before but you'd be interested in listening to it?
I'll answer that question like this. If I'm on YouTube, ironically, I let YouTube play whatever's next, right?
Mm.
So YouTube has its own algorithm, but sometimes they'll throw a new song in there, right?
Mhm.
So I knew of the song "Teeth" by 5 Seconds of Summer,
Mhm.
right? I think it was called.
Mhm.
But I never knew the name of the song. I just knew it, so I played it. I was like, oh, that's what it's
Mm.
called. Okay, I'll keep it because now I know what it's called and I like it or whatever. Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Years ago, I would have been like, I don't know it, skip it, and I would just skip it. So
Mm.
uh, the same thing happened with French music. With Stromae,
Mm.
I was listening to YouTube. I think Tous les Mêmes or Ave Cesaria came on, and I was like, oh, what's this? This is very nice. And I went and I listened to his album, and I was like, I love this album, and I
Mm.
downloaded it and I kept it. So music evolves. Like for example, Skrillex,
Mhm.
he made so much money when he came out because it was new. Dubstep was new.
Yeah.
Electronic, like techno and stuff like that. There's
Mhm.
so many different types of techno. But if you heard Skrillex once, you're like, what's this? And you go down that rabbit hole of, oh, Deadmau, Skrillex, and all these other people.
Yeah.
So really, for me, it really depends on what I'm doing. Um,
Mm.
and
Okay.
or maybe I'll be out and about being a hoe, and a song will come on, like Shazam, and I'll listen to it, like, oh, that's what it's called. Okay, cool. I'll listen to it later.
What about you, Cedro?
What was the question again? I'm like
Is
I'm
there
thinking
like
of
a
something like else because I'm like trying to think of like the concerts I've been to, and like none of them have really been on any of like the
ah?
music that I personally have had a strong feeling
Oh,
emotion for.
interesting.
If I've been to like random ones, like I went to what was it called, Porter Robinson.
Oh yeah,
That I
yeah, yeah.
went with that one with
Mhm.
one of our friends from university. I went to Big Time Rush with
Nice.
my sister. My first concert was like a
Oh,
heavy
nice.
metal concert with my cousin.
Oh,
That
nice.
I
Do you remember the band or?
I think there was a couple. It's like Paris the Veil, We Came as Romance, and something
Oh,
else.
nice.
So
Mm.
I they never had even heard of them before. Instantly, like my cousin was
Mm.
like, "I need to come with me because if not, my mom won't let me go." And I was like, "Okay,"
Ah,
and it was
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
"Fine, I'll go. I don't care."
Yeah.
So it's usually like that. Like I never really been to like concerts. I'm not a concert person. Uh,
Ah,
Personally,
gotcha, gotcha.
uh, I find it enough the same enjoyment being listening to it
Mhm.
from in front of a computer to there.
Mhm.
Concert vibes, yeah, I don't never had a bad concert vibes. I definitely
Yeah.
understand all that ambiance, but at that point, it's like I'm sitting all the way back here. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be at
I
home.
will
I'm
say,
cold. I'm
like,
tired.
I will
It's
say, I
expensive
do
here.
understand, like, I do understand if like, because I went to a concert. It was a Mitski concert,
Mhm.
and I didn't realize how far the stage was gonna be, and like her concert was great and everything, but it's just that like I'm so far away, and even if I tried to like record it, it doesn't like the zoom in quality doesn't look good or anything like that. So most of the time I was just there like listening to the music, and it was good. It was like a chill vibe and
Like you're
everything.
just staring at screens.
But yeah,
Staring at screens so you can actually get a
basically,
view. It's
yeah.
like I'm lived in the
Cause
same
like
thing.
I do like the concert setting mostly because like you're all there for the same thing.
Hmm.
So it doesn't let like you don't get to feel like weird for like getting really into the music or like for you're all like with surrounding people who like the artist or like the songs just as much as you do. Well, for example, cause the latest concert that I went to was Baby Metal,
Hmm.
right? And Baby Metal, everybody was vibing to the music, headbanging and everything like that. And I think it's also like because it was at the House of Blues, so
Yeah.
there's no like real seating, and the stage itself is close. So like it was pretty close, and we are able to like see clearly and everything,
Hmm.
right? And so it was kind of like it was like a vibe. Like it was just like everyone was there having a good time and everything. I moshed for the first time, which was dope. Um, but yeah, when it's like concerts like that, then like those are great experiences. But if it's like a concert like the other one I went to, like I do enjoy the experience. I don't regret going or regret the experience. But at the same time, like I wish I could have been closer. But then again, that costs a lot more money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The last concert I went to was this band. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just a Japanese character. I have no idea what they're called.
Oh,
No
is that
idea
the
what they're
one?
called. They're metal or something like that. So yeah, that's the last
Hmm.
concert I went to, and it was just someone's like, "Want to go to a Japanese concert with me?" I was like, "I have an extra ticket." I'm like, "Sure," and yeah,
Sure.
that is my
Nice.
concert experience most of the time. Someone just says, "Want to
Nice.
go?" I say, "Sure," because I go with the vibes.
Nice. Nice. Is oh okay.
So yeah, so
Nice.
I'm not one big for concerts personally. I don't have anything against them. They're
Mm.
just not for me. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about concerts.
I think
Ah, gotcha, gotcha.
my experiences with concerts were pretty cool, and I'm really happy and blessed to have that experience. Um, Especially my second concert that I ever went to, because I think it was on October 4th, and my birthday's on October 5th. So
Mm.
the concert was over around 12, 1 in the morning. So
Yeah.
I went as a 17-year-old, left as an 18-year-old, now legally
Nice.
and to really add a ribbon to my birthday, I ended up going to a strip club right afterwards. and it was the most hilarious thing to me because I was like, I don't have like a valid driver's ID or anything like that, but I had an ID on me, right? I had my birthday or whatever. And the guy, the bouncer or like the security guard, he was like, "Hey, you're too young to be in here." And I was like, "Nah, gee, I just turned 18. I'm good." And he started dying. And he's like, "Well, I have to put this little ribbon on you because you can't drink alcohol." And I was like, "I don't care about that. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm here to see what
I'm not here for the alcohol."
Yeah, I'm like, I told him I'm here to see what I came here to see, in a much more censored way because I'm not gonna. And the experience was really nice because like I felt really bad for the girls though, for the ladies there because I was sweating all day because I was out in the middle of a field with dirt everywhere, grass, sweaty, and like the only way I could have been presentable was when I went to the restroom because I was like, can I use the restroom first before we do anything? And like I put water all over my face, like I cleaned myself up as best as I could, and like I dried myself up. Like I wasn't damp or anything, like I wasn't gross. Yeah. But my dumbass brother-in-law, he's like, hey, I have a bottle of alcohol like hand sanitizer. Put that shit all over you. And I was like, oh my fucking god. Okay, cool. So I did. And it took away some of the sweat smell, but like I was still like grimy and stuff, so I felt really bad because I was like, some girl's gonna sit on my lap and she's gonna be like, "Ill," but I need the money, so and like I felt bad because one of them did it. She was a baddie too, dude. I don't want to get too much into details. That's not the point. The point is, I had a lot of fun the first time I went to go see Slipknot because it was like they had like a little museum in the back and like it was really cool. And I was like, oh wow, so this is how they did this and this is how this that. Okay, cool, My brother-in-law was like he back in the day he used to breathe and live Slipknot. Me, I was just in it because I liked it, and I was having a identity crisis and whatnot. The second time was cool. That's when that happened, and then I went to go see Ghost very recently, and that was beautiful because like I read into some of the Ghost songs and I read into like I like what they say, I like how they say it, and it's just a very nice band to listen to.
Nice.
And the experience was cool because we were close, but we weren't dead center though. We were off to the side. But that's fine though. That's perfectly fine. I'm not complaining. There was a few things that I could have bitched and complained about, but I didn't because I was just like, dude, I'm here. Like, just enjoy it. And I thought I was gonna have to sit down a lot because of my back. Nah, dude, the full hour or 2 hours that we were I was singing and like yelling and just vibing, dude. It was fun. And especially when like a lot of the girls that were there were really pretty. So I was like, oh, I get to see women and my favorite band. And then one of the band members of Ghost, she's thick as fuck, dude. So I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. But like, I had a show. I was great. It was great. It was awesome. I loved every single second of that show. That day that I went to go see Ghost with my friend Panda, bro, we ate a lot of pot stickers and like soup dumplings and stuff like that. I ordered like 3 boba drinks because they were all so good. I was like, oh my god, my blood sugar's gonna be so high, but it don't matter. Like it was awesome. Like it was a good experience. Now, with that being said, I don't like big crowds because people piss me the fuck off. You know what I mean? Like people make me mad because they'll clog and block areas where they're designated for walking. If you want to get on my bad side, stand in the middle of a walking aisle, and just look stupid. Like it makes me mad. It makes me mad because at work I pull pallets all day, right? So I have a pallet jack, and depending on where I am, mostly I use doubles. So I have 2 pallet jacks, and they're heavy. Our lightest stuff I can maneuver it no problem. But in order for me to stop it, I have to put a whole body to stop it and break it and all this other stuff, right? So it's bad. I cannot stand it when people get in the middle of the walking lane, which is the green mile, right? And they just chit chat and they see me coming, but they don't move. You know what I mean? Like if you're like a good distance away from me and you see that I'm like going towards you, get the fuck out of the way. Right? Like don't just wait until I'm 3 steps in front of you and then you look at me like, oh, you could have waited and then because one time, dude, this older lady, she's like, oh, because I was like, excuse me, ma'am, like, excuse me, and she just looked at me like, for what? And I had to use the brake to stop the jack and drop the thing because she wouldn't move. So I was like, ma'am, do you not see that okay, let me move this up. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get loud because this shit pisses me the fuck off. Because I was like, ma'am, do you not see that I'm walking with this big ass pallet jack behind me? And she's like, well, you could have said it nicer. I'm like, ma'am, we are working. I'm not here to be a gentleman. I'm not here to be a man. I'm not here to conquer your heart. I'm here to work. I have a big ass pallet jack full of heavy ass boxes, and you're just standing in the middle of the fucking walkway. Like, what part do you not understand? A manager shows up. He's like, hey, what's the problem? She's like, she's just standing here in the middle of the Green Mile on her phone, mind you, and I had to pull the brake on this thing to stop it. And the manager's like, well, yeah, but you could have gone around her. And I looked at him in the eye, and I remember telling him, how are you a manager? Like, how did they hire you? And he's just like, excuse me? And I was like, do you not see that these bitch-ass pallet jacks are literally the size of the mile where I need to walk in? Like, how am I going to go around her? She needs to move. You know what I mean? Like, she's the pedestrian here. Think of me as a truck. She's the pedestrian. She needs to get the fuck out of the way of the middle of the road. Does that make sense to you? And the guy's like, yeah, no, I understand, but Lux better, or else we're going to have to go to HR. I was like, we'll go to HR. I don't give a shit. Make this a fucking lesson for everybody. I don't care. Because we were pulling, I remember why we were pulling. We were pulling watt tape. Watt tape is the heaviest thing we have. I swear to God, like, and I don't mean to get graphic for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, but imagine your groin, like your crotch area, getting a cramp when you move that stuff. Like your thighs, your abdomen, your whatever gender item you have down there. Imagine all of that just cramping up to move and use your entire. You have to use your fucking soul, dude. Like you have to clench your butthole so fucking hard. Like everything you could possibly imagine to move those things. It's a whole ass workout. Like it's a whole ass workout to move those things. And I'm running two. And this bitch ass lady didn't move. So I got heated. So one of my leaders shows up. He's like, "What's up? Like, why are you here?" And I was like, "Cause she wouldn't move. I had to do all this, blah blah blah, and now I gotta deal with this dude." So the lady's like, she looked like she wanted to cry, and I was like, "Oh, don't start crying!" Like I swear to God, dude, I was like, "Don't start crying. This is your fault. You deserve this." And the manager's like, "Okay, let's relax here." And I was just like, "Nah, get out of my way." And I turned around and I tried to pump the pallet jack for it to go up, and I was like struggling, and the lady was like, "Oh, now you're just trying to make it seem." I'm like, "Ma'am, you try to do this shit, son. You try to do this shit. Your soul doesn't leave your body right now." And the manager was like, "Okay, buddy, let's just get it over with. Let's just move, blah blah blah. Let's move out of the way." And the manager goes from this side to like move the lady out of the way. And she's like, "Oh, I want an apology. This and that." And I was like, "You're not getting shit." And and my lead's like, "Dude, what the fuck is your problem?" And I'm like, "Shh, my fucking problem. God damn it. Like, no goddamn common sense." So I leave, right? So I leave. I made a scene because, that's what I do, right? I'm a bad bitch. That's what I do. So there's people there, and they're blocking the fucking middle of the mile, and I'm like, y'all need to move. Like, y'all need to start moving. So I'm like struggling putting the thing, and like I turn around and I start pulling it, and I take maybe 4 or 5 steps, and everybody just, I was Moses, bro. I parted people out. I didn't give a fuck. I moved. And then I had to make a very sharp left turn because that's the way that I needed to go. So you could hear the wheel just like crushing, like grinding the concrete really bad. Because I can't, there's no other way to do it. I basically was doing drifting the shit out of it, right? And like, it was under control. Like, nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
I did, but that's not the point. And like, when I did that... Yeah, no, that's not the point. But when I did that, people were like, "Oh shit, yeah, like that should look heavy as fuck," you know? So when I was coming back, that lady was gone. She just disappeared. I don't know where she went. But like about an hour later, when I'm going to my lunch break, I see her in the lunch area. And I was like, "Oh fuck no, she better not come up and say shit to me because I'll cuss her the fuck out and lose my job." You know what I mean? And what pissed me off was that she went, "Oh, I need to talk to you." And I looked at her like you did not just go, "Hey," and then try to whistle and then snap at me.
Yeah.
And there was a manager there, and the manager saw that. I looked at him and I stared at him, dude. I swear to God, I know he felt me looking at his spine. Like I could have grabbed him by the fucking back of the neck with just my stare, dude. And he looked at me, and I was just staring at him like, "You better get up right now." And And before I could say something, one of my leads is like, "Oh, hey, Beto, we're gonna go downstairs. You wanna go downstairs?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go downstairs with you guys. Whatever. Let's go." We left. So the man, I swear to God, I could feel that manager, like, because it was the same dude. And now that I think about it, it was the same dude. Yeah. That stopped the lady. But he was sitting like on this side of the break room. She was sitting like in the center left side of the break room when you walk in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you, blah blah blah, this and that." And I kept walking. I didn't give a fuck because by the time she got out of her shit, she's an older lady. She don't give a fuck. She's slow as shit. So I left. My lead says you need to relax because you made a whole scene. Our manager knows about it. He's gonna come talk to you, blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, then if that happens, I need to get HR involved. I need to get safety involved, and I get all this involved because it's so fucking retarded that I'm gonna get in trouble. And I did say retarded. I don't care. I have no shame. I think it's fucking retarded that people made it seem like I'm the fucking asshole for telling her to get the fuck out of the way when she literally was on her fucking phone in the most busiest part of the warehouse. You can hear us walking through there because the pallet jack does noises. Like it's a loud rumbling that it does, and you can even feel it on the concrete. So I don't understand why that old ass bitch was just standing there. Like she all of a sudden fucking got Alzheimer's and didn't know, oh, hey, I'm blocking an area. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. And it pissed me the fuck off because I was like, dude, I could have gotten hurt. If I didn't see her, I could have gotten hurt. I'm wearing a bright-ass yellow vest, dude. Like, how the fuck did you not see me, son? So I told her, so if you're going to tell me that right now, we need to go to HR right now because I'm going to bitch and complain until someone says something about that. Because I'm not going to get I'm not going to get fired. I'm not going to get fucking fired. You're fucking stupid if you think I'm going to get fired. Sure enough, my manager shows up, right? This towards the end of the shift. He told me, I need you to tell me what happened. Told him what happened. In detail. Didn't give a fuck. I cussed. I didn't give a fuck. And he's just like, so do you think maybe you could have handled that differently? I was like, no. No. I'm not going to handle that differently. I'm not going to come to a stop and tell it, ma'am, can you please move? I need to move. No, fuck that. Fuck that, okay? I get yelled at for stupid shit. People are going to get yelled at for stupid shit. It's going to be a learning thing for everybody up in this bitch, all right? Because, like, common sense is not common, so I got to teach it into people. That's my thing. My fucking thing. That's why when people jaywalk and they think I'm going to slow down for them, I don't. I don't. No, I genuinely don't. I don't. Like, if I'm about to hit someone, they go, hey, I honk at them. I don't give a fuck. I keep going. Jump into my car, dude. Kill yourself. That's fine. I'll get a new car. That's not a problem. I won't go to jail. I won't go to jail. I guarantee you that. I might, but I won't. Okay? I hope I don't, but that's not the point. You know, like, it's like, play stupid games, get stupid rewards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like people, it's like me earlier that I said the Taylor Swift thing. First of all, it's my opinion, bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my opinion, all right? And then second of all, there's a very big difference about saying your opinion and doing something stupid like standing in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or at work, people will ask me dumbass questions that have no solution that I know of. So when I tell them, like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm part of the non-inventory team, but I don't know what you're asking me. I don't even know what that is. Like, how do you not know? Bitch, don't ask me what the fuck. How do I not know? I don't fucking know. If I don't know what XYZ thing is because you know it as... They were telling me, do you know where the Jiffy bags are? What the fuck is a Jiffy bag? The Jiffy bags. And I was like, oh yeah, say it twice and I'll know. Oh yeah, the Jiffy bags. Right, I know what a Jiffy bag is because you said it twice. You know, like, describe them to me. And they look at me like, well, they're bags. Like, do you think I don't understand that a Jiffy bag is a fucking bag? Like, come on, be like, is it white? Is it gray? Is it brown? You know, like, what color is it? Like, oh, it's these, look. And I'm like, you couldn't have just showed me that right off the bat? Do you have some of these? You couldn't have just done that? And they're not even called Jiffy bags, stupid. They're called mailers. And they're like, she's like, no, it's a Jiffy bag. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck they are, sweetheart. Okay, I just moved Corrugate. All right, do you know what Corrugate is? And she's like, no, boxes. That's what it is. Corrugate is basically cardboard. That's what it is. I didn't know that. I just learned that in the beginning of the shift. So don't quote me. And she's just like, so you really don't know where they are? And I was like, no, I don't know where they are. Let me radio. And I called one of my leads. I was like, where are the Jiffy bags? Swear to God, my lead goes, the what? The Jiffy bags.
You said it twice.
And he's like, the mailers? Thank you. Yes, where are they? But I did all that just for this dumbass idiot to see what, you know. And then the homie's like, oh yeah, they're in the middle of the slam aisle and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, did you hear that? And she's like, yeah, I know where that is. All right, go get him. And I left.
Oh my god.
I should be fired by now, but I'm like, dude, like this, like how can you beat, like how can you not beat Logic? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I really needed that, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Oh my god, dude, it pisses me off, man.
Thank you for coming in TED Talk.
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more question or?
Yeah, we can.
Just last question. Because it's happened to me a couple times. Is there a, whether it's band, artist, genre, even, that you somehow comes up in conversation that you say you like, and people are surprised that you specifically like listen to that kind of music?
No.
Yes, but no. So when Sabrina Carpenter came out with Looking
Espresso
at Me,
martini.
no, shut up. Let me finish. When Sabrina Carpenter came out with "Looking at Me" or "All Eyes on Me" or something like that, I was listening to it because I liked the beat, and low-key she kind of sounded hot, so I was like, I want to listen to this. So I listened to it. When Espresso came out and it became a big thing, I was like, oh, okay, that's not. I can't feel guilty for listening to this because everybody and their mom is listening to it. So one day I'm in the shower, right, and my phone's on shuffle. So I'm listening to my music, and I started off. I think it was Bring Me the Horizons, "Pray for Plagues," or it's "Pray for Plagues." It's a really nasty, heavy song, and I love it. And then it was "To the Hellfire" by Lorna Shore, so it was really like guttural and a lot of screaming. And then Espresso came out, and it was just like, oh yeah, whatever the fuck the song goes, because I remember what it goes at the moment. And my sister like knocks on the door. She's like, "Are you good in there, G?" And I was like, "Why?" It's like, "Cause you're over here listening to Satan, and then all of a sudden you're listening to Sabrina Carpenter." So let me get out of my shower. So I got out of the shower, I finished my shower or whatever, got dressed, went to her room, and I was like, "What the fuck are you bitching about?" And she's like, "You really listen to Sabrina Carpenter?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what is it to you? I only know like 2 songs." And she's like, "I would have never guessed." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Well, you are pretty fruity." So and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, thank you." So I move on or whatever. One of my cousins, no, not my cousin, one of my friends. Again, my phone was a shuffle, and Sabrina Carpenter came on that one song. And he's like, "You listen to Sabrina Carpenter?" Like, he looked at me with disgust and shit. And I'm like, "First of all, bitch, I don't know who the fuck Sabrina Carpenter is. I just like it because I like it." Okay? And he's like, "But you listen to Sabrina Carpenter?" And I'm like, "And you're listening to me right now, and you're not busting a nut, so I don't understand the difference." And he just looked at me like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, it's kind of weird that you listen to Sabrina Carpenter." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because you're like this big like metalhead dude." And like I was like, "Oh, I have a fucking heart." You know what I mean? Like I listened to the Russian version in YouTube. I listened to the Russian version of Neva's Polka. So, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna tell me, you're not gonna come at me sideways like that, motherfucker. First of all, and then second of all, like I listen to a variety of music. All right. I can't stand corridos though. I can't. I just can't. Like if
here it comes with another hot take.
No, okay, yeah. So check this shit out. I can't listen to corridos because it's just like rap, where it's about killing people, doing drugs, killing people, having a lot of sex with women or men, whatever they want, and then killing people, and then a lot of sex, and then more, and then more killing people. And I'm like, that's not hot to me. When they're talking about like, oh, tengo el cuerno de chivo y que pa, y que pistear, and I'm like, good, be bad influence to the young people, I guess. Like that doesn't make me happy. Like when people tell me like, oh, you're Mexican, you listen to corridos. No, I am grossed out that you think just because I'm Mexican I like corridos, okay? But how about you listen to some real music like Jose Jose, Juan Gabriel, Camilo Sesto, the oldies, the goodies, los hermanos Carrion, like all this good shit, We have so many. We have me. Okay, shut up, Mike. Listen to this shit, all right?
Why are you talking, Mike? Why are you talking? Why are you talking, Mike? Why are you talking?
This episode on me saying, "Hey, Mikey," Mikey cocked that shit. Mikey, shut up for a second. So look at this shit. like, it just pisses me the fuck off, dude. Like I feel like, and then like I hope I don't go missing, but like it really pisses me off when certain artists make music for the illegal shit that they're doing on the side. Like narco corridos and like just rap that has to do with like the projects and all this other shit. Like that sounds racist, but I don't care because I'm like, so you're okay with saying you kill people at the liquor store because they look at you ugly? That just means you're a fucking menace to society. You shouldn't be out in public. You should be in jail, bitch. You know what I mean? Like like earlier I said, oh, express yourself or whatever. But if you express specifically that you want to kill motherfuckers with a blicky and all this other stuff, and then you want to go fuck their bitch, like what are you expressing there, my guy? Like that you're desperate, or like that you're just
storytelling? They're telling a story.
No. Okay. No.
Oh my god.
Telling a story is once upon a time.
That's a story too. They're not good stories, but they're stories.
Shut up, listen.
You as a storyteller should know that. Well, anyways, that's
exactly why I'm saying it.
Nobody's surprised by my music taste because I always introduce myself. Oh, I listen to a little bit of everything, and so I literally start with that. So, and also, like I said before, like I never really had much control over the music I listened to growing up, because of just circumstances. So I just never really. There's not people. I'm never just like, oh, I haven't heard it. No, it's just kind of like whatever genre is like. I just listen to everything.
Gotcha.
I literally listen to everything, whatever genre it is. I don't really.
Yeah.
That wasn't as fun as my explanation. So, anyways, the difference between telling a story and just outing yourself is once upon a time versus I kill bitches, I do drugs, I fuck bitches. You know what I mean? That's very, very fucking different.
If you only know how to tell a story with once upon a time, you're a bad storyteller. There is other ways to tell a story other than once upon a time. Get better. I expect better from you if you're gonna come out here with your storytelling stuff. Be better.
Oh my god.
So what about you, Mike? Has anyone ever been surprised by your music taste?
That's a couple. Yeah, it was a couple of times. It was I think I forgot what we were doing. We were hanging out. We were at a Denny's, and like it was some of me and some of like the theater and film people, and I think one of them he made music on the side, and he was asking people like what their favorite music was or whatever, or something like that. And then I brought up that like, oh yeah, I like metal music, and everyone's just looking at me like, what? You know, like you like metal music? I was like, yeah. Like, so it's like a lot of that I listen to, you know. Like there's a thrasher metal band that I listen to called, well, I don't know if YouTube will allow me to say it, but Game Ending Tendencies, right? Yeah, and so that's like one of my favorite bands, right? Because that's what my dad listened to a lot of them. That's what I grew up with, and they look at me like, what the fuck? You listen to that? And I'm like, yeah, what? Something wrong with it, or what's going on? You know, like I felt persecuted when they were like, you listen to that? And I was like, what does that mean?
One of my favorite things is when I put on a song that is from like the 50s, 60s from a specific artist, my tias listen to, or I'll be listening to in my headphones or my earphones, and I'll sing it, and they'll be like, what are you listening to? And I'll be like, it's this and this is this song. No big deal, whatever, and just move on. And they're like, I didn't know you were so sophisticated. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, and then they're like, do you understand what he's talking about? And I'm like, yeah, about cheating. I know. It's not that great of a movie. There's not that great of a story, but I like the beat of the song, and I like what he says about being heartbroken because he cheated, because it's showing remorse. And they're like, it's not that deep, babe. And I'm like, to me it is, bitch. Like, if you're gonna come at me sideways, come at me correctly. You know what I mean? It was a song like Jose Jose's La Nave del Olvido is basically talking about he's basically begging his woman to stay with him. And like when I listen to it and I sing it, is because I begged my ex-girlfriend to stay with me, basically, and like that's something I'll never do ever again to nobody. You don't want me?
Yeah.
Out. You know what I mean? Like I don't need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You live by my side, you die by my side. That's basically what it is. And if you're not willing to do that, kill yourself. I don't care. Fuck yourself. I don't care. So when I listen to that song, like to me, I'm pouring myself out to myself in a way, because it's like, remember the pain, remember the anguish.
Yeah.
And feel it, be passionate, that's fine, but remember who you are, you know what I mean? And then my mom and my sister hear me sing it like quietly, or they say like, why are you listening to the song? Don't be begging for no bitch. And I'm like, shut up, ho, like I'm not doing that, I'm listening to me, ho. Like I don't, god damn, that's right. Like I don't For real. That's why when people say, "Oh, Karma's a bitch," that's fine. I'm not afraid of her. I don't get bitches, so I'm chilling. I don't give a fuck. I'm good. Karma, who's she? Don't know. I'm chilling.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Sorry.
and I had another instance that was like the opposite. I think I was like, I had my thing on shuffle, and it was like oldies love song kind of music, and then the same response was like, "You listen to this?" I was like, "What the? I can't win, dude. Like it's like on one side or the other. Like I'm still gonna get persecuted, bro." Like,
You know what? I just realized I like how I'm talking like a lot of the theater kids do. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed. And the worst part is I'm not even a theater kid. I don't even. I don't even.
All right, so before we should probably end it there before Beto really wants to come and kill me for making another bad take on his music.
Fine, I'm over it. I just know you're doing it because of the clickbait. I hope that's what it is. Because if not, next time I see you, you're gonna get it.
If you're gonna hold a grudge for like another year, that's fine by me. At least I know I'm important.
Bro, don't tell me. Oh, you're gonna hold a grudge. Do you know who I am?
At least I know. At least I know I'm important. I like to be important, to have impact on someone's life. Stay toxic, bitch. Hashtag stay toxic.
No, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that nail. You see me use it, right? Oh, dude, I think he lagged out. Look. Oh no, no, he's still there. Never mind. I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I could do that nail emoji that I use when I'm being toxic. The ones like this, kind of like yeah, exactly. Dude, I fucking love that emoji. When I'm being toxic, that's me. I fucking love it.
Stay toxic. Hold a grudge on me for a year. That's fine. I like to be important. I like to have an impact in people's lives.
But
oh my god.
I love it here.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Let us know what type of music you guys like to listen to.
Yeah.
Are you a shuffler or are you a straight down the list kind of person? Let us know in the comments down below. Anything else you just want to
Oh, wait, also for the foreshadowing in the beginning. So horror music, right? So there's a distinct type of sound that horror music has. By the way, horror. All right, there you go.
And then I like the way music can be used in movies to really set the ambiance. So,
dude, like in horror movies,
like in horror
dude, it's crazy.
It's like a lot. Because like, have you guys seen those clips where like the movies where they like the horror scene is played with other types of music and how important horror music is to the ambiance?
No, okay, well, okay. On a serious note, I know it's a bit, but yeah, I've seen those. There's hilarious because yeah, that's how like integral music is to horror. Because you put like freaking the Benny Hill theme song on any horror clip, it's instantly funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like like so funny. You put the Scooby Doo remakes, like on top of a horror scene, it's funny. You put a horror theme on Scooby Doo, like Scooby Doo the cartoon itself, and it's funny, horrifying, scary. It's music's very important at driving people to emotions. A very good driver of emotions. Whether it's good storytelling or bad storytelling, it's very good at bringing out emotion out of people. So yeah, so let us know. How do you guys feel about music? Do you guys focus on the lyrics? Do you guys focus on the beeps and the boobs? Or do you guys focus on the deep stuff? Let us know down below.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good day.
You know what? Have a war in the comments, guys. Who's more bigger, Michael Jackson or Taylor Swift? We're settling this in the comments.
Yeah, let us know down below. Who do you stand the most, Taylor or you a Swiftie or your Jackson Bill? All right. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Later, y'all.